Stop. In this episode, we talk mortgages, the camera breaks, and some other stuff. Stop. This is Aidan Reese Heron, and you're watching Property Geek TV episode 27, 31, 33. Okay, it's reverse engineer what you want to achieve. So where do you want to get to? What do you want to achieve? Win-win on both sides, right? And that's what business should be. I'm here to provide value to you, so this is very, very serious, okay? Question of the day. Maybe? Nah. That is not the way that it was meant to go. Hang on. Let's try it again. Ready? Rewind. This is Aidan Reese Heron, and you're watching Property Geek TV episode 37. Whew! That introduction did not go as I had anticipated. Things are very, very exciting in my world at the moment. I hope things are going well for you. I love hearing from you guys, so please keep commenting, keep sending me messages, hook me up on Twitter, or I'm trying to use Snapchat, but I just don't know whether I'm doing it right. It's just, some things just aren't for everybody. But seriously, keep in contact. I love hearing from you. I love trying to help you guys, and I'm sorry that I'm a few days late on this episode, and I'm sorry to you too, Leo. But, you know, things are busy, and you'll hear all about those as time goes on. But I'm here I'm here in the office on my own. So this episode should hopefully be short, sharp, and sweet. So let's crack on. Make sure you send me some more questions. I want to fill this box back up. I don't know why that question's in there. I've answered that one already. That's my mistake. Finding contractors in my area. So how do you go about finding contractors in your area? Well, this ties in really to finding anyone to do anything. How do you find anyone to do anything and do a good job? My preference and how we tend to do things is based pretty much on recommendations and the power of this amazing thing called the internet. So all you need to do is if you're building a property business, there's going to be property networking events near you, right? If you go along to one of those networking events, at one of those events there will be a property person with more experience than you, because a comment like this I'm probably assuming comes from someone that's fairly new to property, which is perfectly fine. And respect to you for digging in and getting going. But if this is you, go along, find someone more experienced than you that you look up to because they have 100 HMOs, or they have several commercial conversions, or they run a letting agency, whatever it is. Find someone more experienced than you, go and speak to them, tell them you're trying to get into property, and do they have any recommendations for contractors that you can use, solicitors that you can use. You know, you'd be surprised at how willing people are to share that sort of information with you, because it benefits their contractor, unless they're like really, really, really busy doing work for one major developer or something like that. You know, go and get recommendations, then speak to them. I would speak to a couple of different contractors, solicitors, lawyers. Speak to a couple of them and see whether you click. If you don't click, then you probably don't do business together. You know, business is, especially property, it's all about the people. Okay, having the right teams around you, okay, is what brings your dream and vision into reality. You can't do it all on your own. If you think you can, you're wrong. Okay? You cannot do it all on your own. So you have to build a strong team around you. And a strong team is predicated on good relationships. So go and speak to a few of them, ask them questions, see if you get on, okay? And then if the relationship is right, then take it forwards. and review it after the first deal. Review it after the second deal. Review it after the third deal. And then once you've done a few, you'll know whether you're working together right. But keep your eyes and ears open for more potentially beneficial partners or team members. One thing to note, and this is really, really important. I'm going to come in. This is really important. Okay, you get what you pay for most of the time. So, pardon me. So the cheapest option is usually not the best option. And sometimes the most expensive option, well, they can sometimes be a little bit. You know, you get what you pay for, but it's about finding the right price. Okay, get a good relationship, and I know it's going to be hard when you're starting out. When you start out, it's really tough, right? Because you've got no money, but you need money to get team members, but you need deals to, like, it's just a massive chicken and egg problem, okay? And I know it's scary, but you have to build the right team around you, find the right figure for you, find the sweet spot, and then, you know, if you do the first couple of deals with the team that aren't great, but they get it over the line, then brilliant. Then look at reinvesting those profits into doing more deals or building your team so that you can do deals more efficiently. That's the way to go. Don't take all of that profit home just so you can buy a nice car or get a new house now. Reinvest it and leverage it for later. That's what I would suggest. Whew! Felt good. Felt real good. Okay. Should we do another question? We'll do another question. This box is getting empty. I need to refill it. Property seems like a lot of work. I don't want another 60-hour job. Neither do I. Neither does anybody else. Not really. But you know, and I think this can be as much or as little as you want to make it, right? If you want to build a huge business, do you think you can build a huge business by putting no work in at the start? No. Okay, you have to put a little bit of work in, but it's about working smart. Okay, building the right teams around you. Okay, put in the graft to build the right teams. Okay, so that you can leverage their experience and expertise. Okay, put in the time and effort going to meet potential investors to raise capital so that you can do a deal without any of your own money. Put some time and effort into finding bloody deals, right? And go and network with deal sources. Okay, play the deal sources off. Okay, that you're trying to persuade to bring you deals against the people that you have raised finance with, and then you're playing the people that you're trying to raise finance with against the people that are already bringing you brilliant deals. It's just about, you know, putting in a little bit of time, a little bit of effort at the start, and then once you've got that going, you've got a few deals over the line, okay, you've got money coming in, right? Okay, you've got like money coming in, okay, and then you can take that money and you can put it into building a good system, okay, getting the right people, okay, and then what you have to do is you have to learn to step back. And this is the part that most people really struggle with. They go in knowing they don't want another 60-hour job, but then they can't give up control when the time is right. You need to learn to give up control, okay? You have to put the work in at the start. You have to put the work in at the start. But then when the time is right to grow and expand and scale, you have to step back. Okay, you step back, you've got the right teams in place, and give them the work. Okay, they will probably do it better than you will anyway. But who cares? If you're generating cash, they've got a salary, they're living, they're happy, or they're getting shares. Whatever it is, whatever your structure is, okay, you have to hand it over to them. That's the only way you can scale. Do you think Richard Branson could build Virgin to the scale it is if he can give over control to other people? No. Do you think Bill Gates could have built Microsoft to the scale that it is if he didn't give over control to certain aspects of the business to other people? No. Everybody has to learn to give over control, but the same question applies. Do you think they never worked hard? They never put in the graft? They never traded lots of time? They never worked 60 hours a week? No. You have to put a little bit in now. Okay, put some work in now, and then you can generate the lifestyle you want after. Okay, paraphrasing those brilliant quotes, you know, like put the work in I can't even remember what it is. Leo, can you find it? I don't know. It's like, put the time in now to get the life. I don't know. Bollocks to it. Okay, it's put the work in now so that you can build what you want to live later. That's the way to go. But yeah, it's definitely just put the work in now. Okay, but be wary. You have to keep looking at things from two aspects. Okay, you've got to put the grind in, you've got to keep working, you've got to make the connections, you've got to make the phone calls, you've got to make the emails, but also put the time and effort into building the right systems at the same time. Okay, finding the right people, okay, bringing those people on board, whether it's shares or payments or outsourcers or freelancers, whatever it is, build that team so that you can leverage the work onto them. They can do it better, they're focused, they know what they're doing, and then you can keep focusing on the top level stuff. But always, always, from the beginning, have your end in mind. Okay, have an end in mind. Not necessarily the end goal, okay, but have an idea, okay? So I'm going to start this venture and I want to be able to generate some passive income at this capacity per month from it. Okay, but have an intention in mind. And then give up control. That's all it is. Cool. And one more question, because it's a Wednesday. I was meant to do one on Monday. I hope the camera doesn't turn off randomly. Always does that. Really concerns me. I need to fix that. Right, one more question. Cash or mortgage? That is a good question. That is a very good question. This ties into what we spoke about on about one or two episodes ago. Okay, about protecting your portfolio. Okay, what do you need to do to protect your portfolio? One of the biggest issues people have is that they gear too heavily. Okay, so they take out too big a mortgage. Okay, and then interest rates swing, the market adjusts, rents don't adjust quickly enough. Okay, if you bump your rents up too soon, then tenants get unhappy, they move out. You can't bring in new tenants because it's not competitive in the market. Okay, so one of the biggest problems people have is they gear too heavily, whereby they have too much of a mortgage on the property. So they have 70-80% mortgage, okay, and then the markets shift and then their rent doesn't cover their mortgage payments and you're in the pooper, right? So but equally, do you want to use cash, 100% cash for all your purchases? If Flippin did it again. Right, your cash can work much better for you if you gear it slightly. That's also how we drive economic growth across the market. Okay, we leverage cash, we invest it for bigger returns later. Okay, so gear your capital to some degree, but don't gear it 100% or 70%. Whatever's risky, don't gear it that much. So in answer to your question, I would say mortgage for retaining assets, but not too much of a mortgage. For buying assets, if you've got the reserves to buy cash, then you can definitely negotiate a far better price. The other thing is doing developments. If you're dealing with an investment partner, buy the whole thing cash and develop it. Then you can refinance out the capital. They obviously get an equity share, they get all their cash back, and then you split the equity. You've got a free development and a free deal, and they've got a brilliant investment. I think that's everything. So, question of the day. How much of a mortgage would you use on your properties, and why?